Hello friends and welcome to my channel. My name is Jess and I'm so glad that you guys are joining me for another reading journal flip through. And in today's video, not only am I going to be going through reading journal flip through, but I'm also going to be talking about a couple of reading related items. So for my new viewers, welcome, and my returning viewers, welcome back. I hope you guys are going to enjoy this video. Definitely make sure you check me out here on YouTube, but also on Instagram and on TikTok under Knit Plan Jess. So if you guys want to talk all things books and reading journals, make sure you guys stick around. Okay, so as you clearly see, Duke is happily getting his butt in my video. Okay, so let's go ahead and kind of talk about the non-reading journal items first. First of all, this video is part of an ongoing collab with Plan with Elise. So definitely check out Elise's video below. Link is down below. As always, if you have any book recommendations, drop me a comment. I tend to read fiction, thriller, mysteries, thriller slash mystery. I feel like I like thriller better. And then also like your rom-com slash romance books. They definitely have to be like more contemporary romance because I don't do like that whole Duke and the Heiress sort of thing, if you guys know what I'm talking about. All right, so before we jump into the reading journal, I want to kind of share with you a couple things. So this jar is paper slips that are my advanced reader copybooks. Basically, I've been really trying to get some of my arcs read. So I created paper slips, and basically I have Duke choose one, and then that's the one. So let's say he comes over here, picks up this one in his mouth, then that's going to be the next Kindle ebook that I read, because I'm, like I said, I'm trying to mainly pick from my advanced reader copies. So that has been really fun. If you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen reels showing that. I love it. It's like sometimes Duke happily plays along. Sometimes I have to spray them down with catnip spray. And then this is all of my books that are physical books that I have. So again, I created paper slips so that way I can dump them out. Duke can pick one, and then that's going to be my next book to read. There are going to be certain cases where, like, I will pick the book just if I'm doing like a certain read with a book club, that sort of thing. But I created this on Sunday, so yesterday, and I'm really excited to start using that more because I want to read through my physical books more. So Duke will be helping me pick from here as well. Vinny doesn't ever want to participate. So whatever, Vinny, whatever. Now, one of the books I am going to be reading for physical this month is going to be Emily Henry's Happy Place. This is part of a Once Upon a Book Club that I purchased. And it's really fun because in this, I'm like, let me open this up so it doesn't hit the camera. You get a few fun gifts when you get to a certain page. And these gifts will actually coordinate with something in the book. So for instance, okay, so that is just a QR code. I don't know what that is. That's actually the first time that I've seen that because I haven't started reading this yet. But so 97, it tells you open up your gift, and it's kind of covering up a small portion of it. So you get there, you open up the gift, and you have this fun little item that coordinates with the book. So this I plan on starting today, mainly just because this weekend I was finishing up some other books, but I definitely want to start this one. But yeah, so if you're interested in the Once Upon a Book Club, I do not do, like, this is not an affiliate or anything. This is just this is incredibly fun, and if you guys want to ever participate in future months, you can be able to go to onceuponabookclub.com. It will be linked below, so you can be able to pick up one. I don't think that they have any more of the Emily Henry Happy Place, but they do have, I think they do have like the May book available. And I believe it normally ships like at the end of the month. All right, let's get into the reading journal now. So the cover is from the Happy Planner Bookish. This was a planner that came out in 2020, I believe. And then I have just a frosted cover that I made with my name on it. This cover comes from Root the Crafter Mom. And then it jumps into the books read. So the bookshelves come from Plan with Elise from her shop. This is her 50 books a year because I wanted the bigger books. So basically I have them color coded where gold is 1 star. I also could coordinate it with DNF, but I honestly don't put DNF on this. So 1 star, yellow is 2 star, the teal is 3 star, blue is 4 star, and then pink is 5 star. And then I actually introduced a 5th color, which is purple, which basically means that that book has become my whole personality. It's like a 10 out of 5 stars. So as you see, it's been primarily 3 and 4 with like a handful of 2 stars thrown in, and then 10 out of 5 stars thrown in. I'm going to link these ones down below. Tilly and Technicolor by Maisie Eddings. Absolutely phenomenal. If you are somebody who has ADHD or autism, highly recommended. It is pre-order right now because it does not release until August. But like I said, phenomenal. Her other books are fantastic too, and I highly recommend her. So link down below. And then Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. Again, another absolutely phenomenal book. Link down below. This one is available now, and I would just recommend all of her books. And then we go to my TBR page where I have been marking them off as I read them. So I think I want to say that I finished 2 from my sheet last month. No, 3. That one right there. As you see, I have a spot for YouTube Recs, and you guys, I'm not getting any. So if you want to recommend any, I'm going to throw them in right there. And then my Goodreads. So at the end of April, I did get up to 76. This has, I think, like enough room for like maybe 112 or something like that. So I am definitely going to have to make another one of these because by today's date, I'm actually up to 81. So I finished 5 in early May because I just didn't want to stop. So then my daily reading, because I do try to read every day, even if I just read like a couple of pages, I still count it as reading. And then my reading in pixels, this is basically me like stating this is what kind of book that I read. So what I found really interesting is that in April, there was a few days where I did not listen to audiobooks. Well, there was maybe about like a total week's time that I did not listen to audiobooks. I felt like I was in the biggest audiobook slump at some points. And then there are a couple days that I did not read a physical or a Kindle, but I only listened to an audiobook. So I thought that was kind of interesting. So far, May is May is Kindle and audiobook. I've actually already finished a few audiobooks, so yeah. Okay, so then we come to my A to Z. I did go ahead and add on Happy Place and Tilly and Technicolor. So, and Yours Truly. So Happy Place, I actually listened to the ALC, the audio or the advanced listening copy. So rereading. So Happy Place on physical is essentially going to be a reread, but I'm not going to count it as an additional towards my yearly total. I have not DNF'd a book since February. And then my monthly arcs, this is just basically where I kind of confirm like the advanced reader copies that I did. I started by putting like how many stars and when I read them and then when they published. March, I went crazy with how many arcs that I read. And I kind of stopped. These are either listened to or read, by the way. And I kind of stopped doing like the rating just because of space. And then April, I actually forgot to print out photos of the 3 audio that I did. So I actually did 8 arcs in April, which I'm so proud of myself. I still have so many more to get through. So I just kind of have myself a note that I need to add them. And I actually already have the little photos saved on my Canva. If you're curious how I create these, I do have a video. It'll either be linked right here or it'll be linked down below. So definitely check that out. Bad Bitch Book Club, I need to rethink this. So here's my problem. This is not as active as a book club, I think, as what we had intended to be. This is something that I am doing with Ashley J Plans. Unfortunately, it's kind of like a time thing. Don't have the time to devote to it like a true book club. So I need to kind of rethink how I'm going to have everything in here. Because we do have our bingos. I haven't even started filling in for bingo number 2, for bingo for second quarter. So I definitely kind of need to figure out what I'm going to be doing with this and how much of an upkeep am I going to be doing with these pages. And then we come to my review. So April was 16 total, 12 audio, which if you notice from previous months, it was definitely down. So March was 14 audio, February was 15, and January was 13. I also did not read as many Kindle books, so it was at 3, which is my lowest so far. And then only 1 physical, which is almost in line with the other months, with the exception of February, which I feel like February was just an anomaly. And then upcoming 2024 books, I actually have a book that I need to add to this. I want to say it's being released in February 2024, but I need to go back and find the Instagram post. So then that way I can be able to officially mark that in. And then 2024 plans, I don't have anything yet. I still haven't figured out what I'm going to do with this page, but my Joyful Chaos Book Club, because we are a book club girl member, so they basically send us books. And I have just been kind of tracking like the books that we've been getting, because these are going to be read. And this way it kind of gives me space to be able to write something about it. So April's books, which I'm due to be delivered today, we picked The Last Tale of the Flower Bride, which I think this was like their monthly pick. And then we picked Now You See Us. I'm really excited to start this one, and I think I might try to do this one as a May read. And then we come to my books I currently own. This template comes from Root, the Crafter Mom. This is not very well kept up. I need to do better with keeping it up, but basically this is like a good portion of my physical books. And as I've been reading them, I have been marking them off just by highlighting them. So then that way I can, kind of see that progress. And then we come to my monthly. So the currently page I basically use to track the books that I read, my TBR list, and then important dates, which important dates have lately been like author chats for my book club. And then I do just a simple, I really, really, really like the simple pages where I use a either a mild liner or a Tombow to color code the start and finish of the book. So that way I can see when I started one and when I finished it. And then February, I ended up creating an insert and say hi to Duke. And then February was a very colorful month. As you see, Duke, you gonna sit down? Huh? You just gonna be there right in the way? This is what Duke does 99% of the time when I'm using my planner. So, okay, just bit me. Okay, hold on. I have to move him. Okay, dude, you can't do that. And then March, I meant to print out for March a book that was missing, but I forgot. So I actually have it saved in my Canva to print out when I do my May. But then here was March. And then we come to April. So April, I did not do a TBR list. Duke, you gonna sit down again? Huh? Okay, well, under his butt, April was kind of done as like an afterthought. I honestly did not have a TBR. Oh, look, that's perfect. But I did go ahead and write in when we met with authors, and these were probably two of the best author chats that I have ever been part of. And then the April books. Please excuse his in the wayness. Oh, bless you, Duke. And then the books. Seriously, this one and this one, phenomenal. Okay, now he's just resting against my hand. Okay, let me move this out. Duke, you are a mess. And then we have April. I did not decorate April, but I did at least color code the start and the finish so you can see. Yours truly was an audio, and it was started on the 30th and finished on the 30th, and that was like a phenomenal book to basically end my month in. But yeah, overall, I'm very pleased. And then May, I have started with notating. There's no TBR because Duke is picking my next book. I should probably put like Happy Place at least on there, but maybe I will. But there we go. That is all of my reading journal. So let me know your thoughts. Like I said, if you have any book recommendations, make sure you drop them down below. I would super appreciate that. Because what I might even do is I might create I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to create a jar of paper slips of TBR books, and these are basically books that I put on my TBR list because a lot of these, like, let me go to it. A lot of these, unless I have the physical copy, a lot of these end up being audiobooks. So yeah, if you have any recommendations, drop them below because I'm going to add them to my TBR list. I'm going to create a jar of paper slips for them, so then that way I can be able to have those and Duke can choose my next one. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next month, or I'll see you in my next video, but make sure you stay tuned next month for the May review. Thank you guys and have a good day. Bye. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe and enjoy the next video.